Well, what is up, everyone? It is your boy Pyrocynical here. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be looking at r/entitled parents. Now, if you don't know what that is, and if it isn't self-explanatory enough, well, basically, have you ever had a kid like, I don't know, walk up to you and ask if you could like, accidentally like mess with something of yours or something, and you said no, and their mother walks up or dad and is like, better do it, boy, I'll beat you up. I'll fight you. Yeah, have you had that happen to you? Well then, if so, congratulations, this subreddit now owns you now. So yeah, let's just get into it, let's go. My parents found out that I have money, wants me to give it all to them. Sounds very interesting. I made this account just to post this because they won't stop bugging me. Backstory. So my parents disowned me for being an atheist. My family is very religious. They will lock at you like they will lock at you like trash if you say you don't believe in a god. Well, luckily for me, I am a Christian. Fight me, boys. They kicked me out and didn't support me through college, my last year of college, and I haven't spoke to them for almost 3 years now. Just a few weeks ago, I got a word from my cousin that my little sister got hospitalized due to dengue. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I went to visit her when she was about to be discharged. When I got there, it was just my sister in the room. I asked where my parents were, and she said that they were trying to raise funds for the hospital bill. Turns out my parents' medical insurance didn't cover most of the hospital bill and left a large out-of-pocket around 26,000 Philippine pesos. If there are any Filipinos out there, you know this is a large amount already. I mean, in American dollars, this is already a large amount. Fortunately, I was able to save up a lot of the past year. So I went ahead and paid for it. When my parents came back, I told them it's already been paid for and that we're just waiting for the discharge orders. The first questions they ask is, why was I there and where did I got the money from? I explained our cousin told me what happened in that I was saving money for my little sister's college. They didn't even thank me. I hate it when people don't thank me. And the next question they ask is how much money I've saved. I didn't give them the amount, but they insisted I should give it to them since my sister is living with them. I told them no, and that I will give it to my sister personally once she enters college. It's her last year of high school. That wasn't good enough for them. They keep saying they need the money, but won't even specify what the money would be for. I still didn't budge. A week pasted, and they still don't stop bugging me, calling me ungrateful to them and my parents, so on and so forth. Even asking my girlfriend to have her talk to me about giving them the money. Edit. Okay, wow, I really didn't thought this would get much attention. I just really wanted to vent off some steam by sharing this. Thanks for the advices. Reddit Silver, Gold, and Platinum. I mean, in my opinion, it's a really good thing that you didn't give them the money, because it probably wouldn't have gone to their sister's college. Well, to their daughter's college. It most likely would have gone to like poker or something. I don't know. Probably like illegal gambling or something like that, or just alcohol. Something like that. They probably just blown it all, like in the first week. So it was a really good idea that you didn't give them that cash. Of course, it'd be the logical option. And I mean, why would they ask for the money when they know that they literally just they casted you out and didn't support you and anything just because you were an atheist? It's something doesn't really make sense here. I mean, I don't even understand why they would try. Really, they casted her out and him out. I don't know the gender. They casted them out, him or her, and didn't really support him at all, and it was not good, really. And so I don't know why they expect that he would give them the money. I don't understand that at all. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say after that. You're too young to have a child. I will be taking her. That's a bit dramatic. So as crazy situations go, this is one of the most insane things I've ever been a part of. Backstory. About 6 years ago, I was 17. I met this girl local to me, and we started dating. She was great. She was 16 at the time. The only thing was, she had a 2-year-old daughter. Now, the only way I could describe her backstory was coming from a broken home, foster care system, etc., etc. She was awesome, though, as a mom. At the time, I thought it was crazy being able to have that much responsibility. So young, she was also around 2 months pregnant at the time of this story, not mine. About a month after we started dating, I don't judge, and I was young. Story time. It was a nice summer evening, so we went out for a walk. Me, all that stuff. We took our usual walk. Girlfriend was having a fake fag. She was a smoker, so using it as a false placebo important. We were nearly home when a couple and their child walking towards us coming the other way. They also had a daughter who looked around too, nothing like them though. They were white, middle-aged, etc., and entitled brat was mixed race. Entitled parent and entitled brat started talking to GD. Who was GD? Yeah, girlfriend's daughter. How cute she was. The girls started blabbering to each other like young children do. Her parents asked how old we were. We told them, and they looked a bit sickened at us. GF mentioned about her new baby coming. Entitled parents asked me if I considered contraception. I've never been good in social situations. The first thing that I managed to say was, "Oh, it's not mine." Cue even more horrified looks. Entitled parent mother pointed out GF's fake fag. GF showed her it was fake to use as a placebo, which didn't make much difference. They were both getting more angry. Conversation goes on like, entitled parent mother, it's just God testing us. How we can't have children and people like you can. Here we go with the whole Christian thing. Here we go with the whole Christianity thing. Listen here for a second, okay? Listen here. I am a Christian, and I'm willing to say that to anybody. But this, and so, like when I look at people like this, I am disgusted. Because they're giving our religion a bad name. And, I mean, like, these type of people aren't the majority per se, but they're a very loud minority. They're very loud minority. Which it is disgusting to me. It's disgusting. Is the only way I can describe this. I got, when I was in, like, Sunday school, it's the thing that do, like, church and stuff. If, like, we were talking about, like, brands, and, like, how they, like, brand themselves, and, like, the reality of it. And so we talked about, Starbucks and Amazon, that type of thing. And then, he said, "Oh, what about Christianity? Does the brand match up with their reality?" And so I'm like, no. Well, and so, I mean, a lot of people said, yeah. Some people said no. So it's like, and I was like, and it's like a bit because I mean, a lot of people a lot of Christians aren't like this entitled parent. A lot of people aren't like those type of people, but they're a very loud minority. So it's kind of like in the middle here. And so this, but now I'm just, but now when I look at this, I'm thinking, no, Christianity does not match up to the brand at all. No, I'm joking. Let's just move on. People like me, yes, trash. Look at the state of you. I'm we just taken GD down to the river to play in the mud. Why they would do that, I don't know. It's their kid. They can do whatever they want. At this point, we just went to leave because it was just insulting. Until a parent father at this point grabbed the harness GF was using to let GFD walk ahead of us. This made her fall and raise her knees, making her cry loudly. I will murder them. They're going to die. Tell me their address and what their names are. I'm going to stab them right in the throat. EPM swooped down at this point and picked her up. GF lost it, demanding to get back her daughter. EPF said it was phoning Child Protective Services and the police because we're incapable of looking after the child. EPM says that EB needs a sister and GFD should go home and live with them because they can offer a better quality of life. Also, it's a really bad idea for the entitled parents to do that because now they can charge them with attempted kidnapping, which would serve them time in jail. And what is that going to do with the entitled brat here? What's that going to do? It's attempt. If this guy's girlfriend and him try to press charges and stuff, they could be facing jail time because of this. Because of what they just did, they could be charged with jail time for attempted kidnapping. They could be charged with that. So something tells me that this couple is kind of stupid and shouldn't really have children altogether anyway. So everything they're saying is an oxymoron, basically. EPM says EB needs a sister. Okay, I grabbed GFD back at this point. EB is screaming because she wants a sister, and people are starting to look out of their windows and come out to see what's going on. This is the heartbreaking bit. Girlfriend's restrained by a member of the public, and GFD is given to EPs to hold. The police arrive, child's taken to protective services, and GF is questioned about how she hurt her knees, why she's dirty, and a load of other questions. CPS also did a check on GF's flat to make sure it was suitable, and overall it was a very traumatic event for her. Again, if they do intend to press charges, which hopefully they do, this couple could, the entitled couple could be faced with potential kidnapping and face jail time. We never heard about what happened to EPs and their child. It all happened quite quickly, arguing for about 5 minutes loudly before the police turned up and split it all up. GFD was returned quite quickly after the checks, and even though I'm not with her anymore, I see them occasionally. The baby was also a daughter, and both the girls are getting on great now. I will always feel bad for not doing more or being more useful. Can't imagine how traumatizing it must have been for her. See, I think both of them are idiots. I think all of them are idiots. Because they could have pressed charges. Because, his girlfriend and him, they could have pressed charges against the entitled parents. They could have pressed charges for potential kidnapping. And they most likely would have won. So, why they didn't is beyond me. I would have definitely. They tried to kidnap... if they tried to kidnap my daughter, I don't have one, but if I did have a daughter, and someone tried to kidnap, and someone did this, I would press charges without a second thought. So I think they're both in the wrong, really. Everyone involved is just stupid. And plus, wait, did it say that this guy's girlfriend was restrained by a member of the public? Restrained by some random guy. Not even a police officer, just a random guy. Really? This This is this is glorious. This is glorious. All right, I'm pretty sure this is gonna have to be the last one because these are getting super long. All right, shout out to the Boo Duper guy. That's amazing for the silver, amazing. Anyway, let's begin. For some context, I'm a 17-year-old male and I work at a Segway tour company. It's actually really fun. I get to ride Segways around the city and talk to people and get paid to do it. Plus, the tipping isn't bad. You know, I really have to. I respect a person that's able to do this type of stuff because I couldn't do it. I'm not good at talking to people. So anyway, there was a tour booked a couple of days ago, and I came in about 20 minutes early to answer emails and get everything ready. The group shows up, mother and daughter. That's when things get interesting. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by telling you what EP and me stand for, but D equals daughter, and an FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, just for some useful info. EP and D come in, and I check them in. Me. Alright, I have some waivers for you to sign. Daughter, how old are you? 16. Okay, then you don't need to sign a waiver. I ask this because if kids are younger than 18, their parents sign the waivers for them, but entitled parent only heard me say the first part, not when I said daughter didn't need to sign a waiver. So she thought I was just asking her daughter how old she was. This was probably when it started all. We go on the tour, and while I'm giving my spiel, entitled parent keeps interrupting me to tell me stuff about daughter and if we are compatible. Me. And so this non-profit organization opened in entitled parent. Are you in college? Me. Haha, no, I'm a junior in high school. I'm usually pretty free with info about myself on tours because it helps keep people relaxed and initiates conversations during lulls in the tour. Plus, it helps with tipping. That's actually not a bad idea. Entitled parent. Oh, daughter is also a junior. She's an artist. Stuff like this keeps happening throughout the tour, and every time daughter gets redder and redder. My mom does this too, where she just tells random mall attendants about me. So I know what daughter is going through, and I feel her pain. I feel her pain as well. I've had this happen to me as well. At the end of the tour, I tell the two of them that they have 15 minutes to go around the town, and then they can meet me back at the Segway place. I get back and start getting things set up for their return. They roll in, pardon the pun, and I take their Segways to start charging them. Entitled parent. So what do you think of my daughter? Me. Pardon me, what? I saw you checking her out during the tour. Are you going to ask her out? Mom, stop. Ma'am, I just recently got out of a relationship, and I'm really not looking for anything right now. Entitled parent. What? Huh? Is my daughter not good enough for you? No, that's not it. I just said that I just got out of a relation. You are going to date my daughter, and that's fine? You can't tell me what to do. I'm not your kid, and if I don't want to date your daughter, I don't have to. Besides, you haven't even asked her if she wants to date me. I don't want to date him, by the way. See? I'm going to call your boss and tell him about your terrible customer service. You're never going to work in city name again. Me, pulling out my phone. Alright, you want to call him and explain the situation? How you're trying to force me to date your daughter and get me fired for saying no? Then I guess the absurdity of the situation finally sunk in, and her face transitioned from pure rage to slight confusion. Wait, maybe I don't want to. No, let's call him. Start to go through my contacts and press my boss's name. Let's have this conversation. Absolute mad lad. I like this dude. Entitled parent. I don't think it's a good idea. Phone starts ringing. Entitled parent. Daughter, let's go. Entitled parent runs out the door. Daughter turns to me and says, sorry. And then follows her mom. I hang up the phone before my boss answers and start cleaning the Segways. I have some more stories from my work, y'all. Tell me if you want to hear more. I just saw this one comment, and I gotta say this. Okay, plot twist. OP and EP's daughter bond over the disgust of EP's behavior and start dating. OP and EP's daughter bond over the disgust of EP's behavior and start dating. That is... I actually wonder what happened. Did they like come back or something? What happened after this? Or just did nothing happen? This is glorious. This right here is glorious. It's glorious. I love it. Anyways, I think that'll have to do it for this video because I don't have any more time left. So yeah, subscribe, of course, and like the video. Scream at people if they don't subscribe to me, and I'll see you guys later. So yeah, see ya.